Hi, my name is Gill Baldwin. I'm a resident here at B2 for the 2021 summer sessions, and that's my project, Rolling Landscapes. The project started as a research into the kind of fetishization of nature and the kind of experience of the wild, and how we can't really define what wild is. It differs for everyone and it's changed throughout history. But I find here in the Netherlands, nature is really commodified and controlled. So it kind of takes visual imagery from manufacturing, from industrial manufacturing, and combines it with a certain type of plant. And yeah. So it's like a kinetic sculpture, so it rotates. It is kind of a critique, but I also see it as kind of being more honest about the way that we treat nature and the way that we experience nature. So what I did was I took a particular type of plant called the common reed. It's a type of plant that is found especially it's found near water, but especially in the Netherlands whenever they create land, like in Flevoland or Markervaden in the north. They use this plant to kind of like structure the soil. So they use this plant as a kind of building material. And so I wanted to be a bit more honest about that rather than just kind of idolize nature. Kind of show that it's being used in these ways and be quite in your face about it. So the plants are taken from local parks in Rotterdam, and I have them sitting in water in tubes. And the experiment is just to see how long they last, do some dye, do I need to replace them, how do I care for these plants, and yeah, do they also survive this rotation? So it's really a big experiment. Yeah, so I actually used to be in architecture, and I used to work for this company, and my job was to find materials for new buildings. And we were always taught to look for the most natural materials because clients would want that. We would also want that. But then there was also this whole other industry of companies creating materials to look supernatural when they really weren't. So you'd get like pure vinyl wood flooring, for example, like plastic that looks like leaves. There's this whole industry of like creating authenticity, and I thought that was really interesting, just because it surrounds us every day, but we don't really recognize it. And then it kind of translated into my other work as an artist. I like to make machines, I like to make kinetic works. I just find they're really interactive and interesting as a viewer. So it kind of combined this older idea I had from a few years back with what I'm more interested in now, which is kind of manufacturing and how a viewer experiences art, and how I can kind of like shed new light on a situation that I think is really important here in the Netherlands and also found everywhere. So yeah.